Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am honoured to welcome you to this graduation ceremony, of which third level awards will be conferred on learners of Setanta College. Is lá an bhródú agus speisialte is seo dúin go léir, agus bóálam cogardas a dhéanamh leat as dot rá a bhaint amach. This graduation ceremony is unique in a number of ways. For many of you, it is your first graduation ceremony, and for Setanta College, it is a first too, as this is our first virtual graduation ceremony. It is not the day any of us anticipated. It should have been a day that you would have gathered with your fellow graduates and loved ones to enjoy this wonderful event. Nonetheless, we gather to mark your achievement in what has been a difficult year for us all. The order of ceremonies is as follows. When I conclude, Professor Liam Hennessy, College President, will deliver the conferring address. We will then progress to the ceremony itself. We have cohorts from 6 programmes and 232 graduates from these programmes. Our certificate in functional screening and resistance training, of which there are 32 graduates. Our diploma in personal training and strength and conditioning, of which there are 89 graduates. Our certificate in strength and conditioning, of which there are 46 graduates. Our higher certificate of science in strength and conditioning, of which there are 9 graduates. Our Bachelor of Science in Strength and Conditioning, of which there are 24 graduates. And finally, our Master of Science in Performance Coaching, of which there are 32 graduates. I now call upon Professor Liam Hennessy, President of Setanta College, to address the graduates.
A cháirde, bawalum chun Setanta College, fáilte a choróid inniu as an sermónas grádathe. Graduates and partners, families and friends, special guests and members of staff, I want to extend a warm welcome to you all here from near and far for our 2020 graduation ceremony. Normally we'd be all together here in Thurles, County Tipperary for your graduation. However, in these exceptional circumstances, we are completing this most important event online. Today we are conferring 6 awards, and we are also presenting individual awards for excellence within each programme of study. On this special day, we want to remember a coaching colleague and graduate, Rory O'Connor, and his family. Rory is remembered as we present the Rory O'Connor Perpetual Award for Excellence in the Bachelor of Science in Strength and Conditioning degree. Today we also confer the award of Master of Science in Performance Coaching to our graduates. The MSc is jointly awarded with our postgraduate education partners, Irish American University. For all graduates, I must acknowledge the continuous patience and support that you receive from your families, your wives, partners, friends and colleagues. You have made many sacrifices shared by your families as you combine home and professional life, as well as the commitment you have made to your studies. And all of this takes place while you deliver your coaching and management responsibilities to your clients, athletes and teams. I would also like to, on behalf of the college, extend our sympathies to all who have lost loved ones and suffered in this period. It has been a very testing year for all. And while we are not there yet, hopefully we are moving closer to the time when we will enjoy greater freedom and a significantly reduced risk from the virus. Within the last year, we all, as coaches, have had to adapt in how we work and interact with our athletes, our clients, and our teams. This need to adapt is common across all sectors, and while it has been a testing challenge, we will, by following the guidelines that are set by those responsible, that is, by our government agencies and by our various sport and physical activity organisations, we will manage as we continue to commit with energy and responsibility to supporting our athletes, our teams and our clients, and indeed our communities. The sporting context can be represented as a sort of what I would call the amphitheatre of life, where passions, emotions and all sorts of physical feats and struggles are condensed into a short time period and into one place. However, in order to perform within this amphitheatre, great commitment to preparing is also central to getting there. So too within the current pandemic, great commitment is required if we are to succeed in overcoming the virus. In the meantime, part of our challenge is to support and encourage children, youth, and both young and older adults to cope with and to deal with their own challenges as we all strive to stay safe and stay healthy. So graduates and fellow coaches, ladies and gentlemen, and family members, friends and guests, I now hand you to the college registrar, who will now proceed and progress with the award ceremony. Thank you.
I now call upon Professor Liam Hennessy, President of Setanta College, to confer masters, degrees, certificates and diploma awards on students of Setanta College on behalf of Quality and Qualifications Ireland and the Irish American University, presented by the college for that purpose. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses at Setanta College and who are worthy of masters, degrees, certificates and diplomas. I will begin with the graduates from the Certificate in Functional Screening and Resistance Training. David Brennan, Amanda Brosnan, Dermot Kavanagh, Nicole Craig, Trevor Cummins, Colm Drinan, Alison DeFecy, Stephen Dunn, Rory Gaffney, Kieran Heavey, Jack Kavanagh, Brian Keeley, Brian Kennedy, Chris Kerr, Yelena Klinowska, Eamon Lacey, Jimmy Lacey, Philip Lawler, John Lillis, Alan Malone, Noel McCarthy, Brendan McHugh, Grania McWilliams, Owen Mullen, Calvin Nash, Sean O'Brien, David O'Dea, Darrell O'Reilly, Jason O'Reilly, Tom Pemberton, Owen Ryan, James Shields, Michael Walsh. The next award is the Diploma in Personal Training and Strength and Conditioning. Patrick Babiarski, Edmund Barry, Shane Beston, Amanda Betson, Ailish Brosnan, Gavin Byrne, Philip Byrne, Sinead Carley, Sarah Marie Carthy, Damien Coleman, Reen Collins, Eva Dapcoot, Aaron Davis, Carrie Ann Delap, Danielle Desmond, Erica Donnelly Swift, Paul Doyle, Stefan Duplessis, Emma Dunlop, Jason Ford, Aoife Fox, Michael Gallagher, Keelan Gallagher, Emma Genocchi, Paul Gagan, Laura Gilbert, Sean Glynn, Abby Harris, Liam Heffernan, Gillian Hennigan, Gail Horn, Cathal Jackson, Kim Jacob, Ido Yalzabetic, Dylan Keane, Kevin Keane, Evan Keane, Rachel Kearns, Emer Kelly, Rochelle Nilera, John Larkin, Toja Lazari, Ivan Long, Kira Louise Gray, Niall Madden, Paul Mannion, Jennifer Martin, Alan McCarthy, Jerry McCarthy, Carol McCarthy, Niall McCoy, Paul Melly, Robert Mitchell, Stephen Mooney, Katrina Moore, Joanne Moore, Chloe Morey, Shana Morey, Michaela Morgan, Jennifer Morris, Owen Murphy, Jennifer Murphy, Conor Nesbitt, Jean O'Donnell, Sinead O'Donnell, Michael O'Donnell, Dean O'Halloran, Darren O'Neill, Dean O'Neill, Ciara O'Sullivan, Lisa Phelan, Nemanja Filipovic, Gavin Quinn, Oren Quirk, Emer Riley, Nathan Rabiliard, Kevin Roach, Luke Ruddy, Shane Russell, Christopher Ryan, Nathan Ryan, Roisin Scallon, Catherine Chimmins, Nathan Smith, Rachel Stott, Roberta Tabone, Callum Tivy, David Upton. The next award is the Certificate in Strength and Conditioning. Mary Breen, Emmett Brennan, Liz Bugler, Jimmy Butler, Marie Trace Buttle, Nicole Cahy, Annette Clark, Declan Curran, David Donnellan, Frank Duffy, Rob Farrington, Alan Feeney, Anna Frizzell, Ciara Gagan, Luke Gearan, Enda Henry, Mark Higginbotham, Pádraig Hogan, Barry Horgan, Donal Keane, Stephen Landers, Barry Loftus, Andy Lucknan, Ruth McCrossan, Dara MacDonald, Conor McGinley, Aidan McGrath, David O'Connor, Noel O'Donovan, John O'Gorman, Liliana O'Hara, Dinah O'Mahony, Daniel O'Reilly, Patrick O'Toole, Timothy Penfair, Anne-Marie Power, Mark Rafferty, Barry Reynolds, Shane Rogers, Josh Ronan, Emer Ryan, Kenneth Ryan, Verena Schmogel, Aidan Sheehan, Demantis Sutkus, Adrian Walsh. The next award is the Higher Certificate of Science in Strength and Conditioning. Kieran Behan, Bernard Crowley, Gerard Dinan, Darren Langley, Paul McGrath, Alan McNamara, Gary O'Hare, Troy Renneker, Alan Sherlock. The next award is the Bachelor of Science in Strength and Conditioning. Gerard Bradley, Austin Crillo, Shane Curran, Simon Dodd, Paul Dunn, Michael Gillick, Roy Gearan, Gerard Hensey, Alan Kennedy, Dean Lester, Cyril McGrath, Nathan Malarkey, Graham Norton, Paul O'Brien, Mark O'Neill, Jamie Queenie, Jonathan Sharkey, Michael Shields, Owen Sweeney, Arthur Tobin, Eamon Whelan, Patrick White, Neil White, Adam Wilson Alley. And the final award of the ceremony is the Master of Science in Performance Coaching. Eamon Boylan, Kieran Burke, John Carew, Owen Clarkin, Mark Cleary, Anthony Cook, Tom Cormier, Keith Costello, Ronan Costello, Luke Davey, Paul Doyle, Cormac Foley, John Ireland, Ryan Jones, George Mazioradze, Adam Matvichuk, Anne-Marie McCara, Aidan McCarran, Daniel Moore, Thomas Mulderig, Claudiu Musca, David Nemadze, Daniel O'Dwyer, Colm O'Sullivan, Matthew Roberts, Marie-Therese Rogers, Carlos Rojas, Patrick Ryan, Simon Taylor, Mark White, Roger Wilson, Edcon Yao. We now come to the special award ceremony for excellent achievement in their chosen programme of study. The first award is for excellence in the Certificate in Functional Screening and Resistance Training 2020. The award goes to Amanda Brosnan. Our next award is for excellence in the Diploma in Personal Training and Strength and Conditioning 2020. The award goes to Ciara O'Sullivan. Our next award is for excellence in the Certificate in Strength and Conditioning 2020. The award goes to Kenneth Ryan. Our next award is for excellence in the Higher Certificate of Science in Strength and Conditioning 2020. And this award goes to Troy Renneker. Our next award is the Rory O'Connor Perpetual Award for excellence in the Bachelor of Science in Strength and Conditioning 2020. The award goes to Gerard Hensey. Our final individual award of the graduation ceremony is for excellence in the Master of Science in Performance Coaching Programme 2020. And the award goes to Matthew Roberts. This concludes the meeting for the purpose of conferring masters, degrees, certificates and diploma awards on students of Setanta College. I would like to once again congratulate all of our new graduates on your wonderful achievement and to thank you for attending this special event for us all. On behalf of Setanta College, I wish you every success in your future coaching endeavours and I look forward to meeting and working with you all in the future. Thank you.
Once again, I would like to congratulate the graduates of 2020, Cov Gordicus Golair. Representing over 10 different nations, each of you has a significant role to play in the creation and support of not just the elite athlete within both abled and disabled sport, but also a role that extends from early childhood through to our older active and indeed less active members of society. The coach with specialisms in strength and conditioning and performance science and coaching is indeed, now perhaps more than any other time, required. We are challenged to provide support to all sectors of society where the medium of the face-to-face coaching environment is now restricted. The challenges to us are ever-changing, but one constant remains, and that's the need to ensure balanced and individualised support for each and every individual that we are lucky enough to support in our roles as sport, exercise and performance coaches. Now, I would like to introduce our guest speaker. Our guest speaker continues the tradition of our inviting household names from within the sporting community and world to speak and to share their experiences with you here today on the occasion of the college graduation. Our speaker today is none other than one of Ireland's greatest athletes, Padraig Harrington. Padraig, as you well know, is a 3-time major winning golfer and currently the Ryder Cup captain. He has not only had a professional career spanning 25 years, but he has been in the top 10 of the world consistently for 10 years, and he continues to maintain a devotion to the game while inspiring so many others. The recipient of many accolades, both within the world of sport and the academic world, he is currently enjoying putting into practice his recent gains in clubhead speed, which is happily seeing him increasing his driving distance. Padraig has a deep insight into what it takes to perform at the very top of the game. And and indeed he has a great insight into what it takes to maintain his longevity in performing at a very high level in the game as well. Padraig is the chair of our advisory board, and we are very grateful for his ongoing and consistent input, not only into the college, but to his ongoing commitment to inspiring athletes and coaches alike. So as I introduce Padraig to speak, I want to finally extend my cofgardicus and congratulations. Donna Mick is na cíimethe conteacht go dtí an pointe is an ocáidse. Go nairi go galliv. Go ramíle maithagah.
Congratulations to all 240 students graduating today from Setanta College in conjunction with their educational partners, Irish American University. It should be a very proud day for anybody on their graduation, but for you today, during these current times, it should be an extra proud day. I know many of you work full-time, some part-time, and in these times some people are full-time at college, which I'm not sure what that exactly means during COVID times, but for every one of you, there was an extra burden put on you this year during these current times. And to come through it, to mark 2020 with this sense of achievement does make it very special. And you should be very proud of that. One thing I find as I carry Setanta College logo around the world, as you can see on my golf bag, it does make me very proud as I know where it came from. Liam Hennessy has been a mentor of mine for many years, but it makes me very proud to carry the Setanta logo because many graduating students, past students, come up to me around the world and tell me their story. And I hope that you will find that the same thing happens to you as you travel the world working in your current business or in new ventures. But I hope that you tell people about Setanta College, and I hope you do meet other students. The future is very bright for you. Setanta College is exactly the name, the brand that you need behind you. But you have a duty as well to build that brand, to build your own alma mater going forward. Tell people about yourself, tell people about your education. As I said, I find it very uplifting when I meet people all around the world. Generally, the main people I would meet are in working with elite teams. And I know that's not for everybody. And as we've seen in this current pandemic, there's never been more of a need for physical education. The education behind physical training as much as the actual physical education, as much as elite training. We are more so aware now than ever of the connection between physical health and mental health during this pandemic. So maybe, I suppose it's never an ill wind doesn't blow some good that, you know, the future, the world is aware of the needs of physical education, of training going forward in order to keep a healthy mind, a healthy body, and avoid, being vulnerable to diseases like COVID. So there is some positivity at this strange times. It's not great maybe to take positivity from it, but that's what we're going to have to do. As I said, you have a very strong qualification to go forward with. Take that qualification. Follow your dreams, whatever they are. Succeed, move on. You will find, as always, Setanta has given you a base to work from. As we all know in strength and conditioning, it is a very fluid thing and it's continually changing. But what Setanta College has given you is the groundwork to understand how to change, how things move on, and what's foolish, what's crazy, what's to be discounted quicker than others, how to look after your clients and make sure that the latest and greatest things are truly tried and tested before you experiment and do some damage. That's the difference with having a qualification like you get from Setanta College. You have the base to understand what the proper function is going forward, so that, as things continually move and are fluid, you will be able to move with the times. But please do remember that it's your alma mater. It's up to you to grow that around the world. It's up to you to trumpet your qualification and show your best skills all around the world. The more you do that, the more you see other Setanta College students doing that, the greater your brand is, the greater your success will be, and the more you will have that ability to move fluidly around the world from different jobs to jobs in the strength and conditioning and sports area. Best of luck with it. I hope you give me a shout out someday when you're out there around there. If you see me, give me a shout. Tell me about your experience at Setanta College. I really do like hearing about it. As I said, it's one of the prouder things for me as an Irishman travelling the world when I hear about how well people are doing from Setanta College. So good luck with that, and I enjoy meeting you down the road.
Muile buíochas a fádric, and some fantastic words that everyone can take on board and strive to implement in both your professional and coaching careers. I hope everyone now enjoys the rest of the evening, as it has been well deserved. Congratulations once again to every one of our graduation class of 2020.